What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including Pirates Hijack Elimination Chamber, a big surprise coming at Elimination Chamber, when Cody knew about WrestleMania plans, WWE trying to get John Cena for WrestleMania 40, a current WWE star officially retires, John Cena Onlyfans, and no, that's not a typo, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on Wrestlelamia Shorts. Now let's hit the intro and get straight into our first story. The first story looks at last-minute Elimination Chamber news. On top of today's news are several new reports concerning this year's Elimination Chamber PLE. The first is that Pirates Hijack Elimination Chamber. A remarkable story has emerged concerning the WWE's efforts to get the Elimination Chamber cage shipped to Perth, Australia, as Michael Cole recently revealed that WWE had to deal with a pirate problem affecting delivery. The Elimination Chamber is no ordinary match, or is it an ordinary cage match, which means that WWE has extra work when it sets it up. Now imagine the trouble getting the chamber shipped halfway around the world. Michael Cole told fans at the Elimination Chamber press conference that WWE had a major change of plans when it came to shipping it to Perth, a structure which took over a month to get here. Originally it was supposed to ship through the Suez Canal, but pirates ended those plans, so it was sent to Miami, transported via truck to LA, taken by ship to Sydney, and then by train to Perth. Thankfully, Elimination Chamber arrived in Perth, and according to Inside the Ropes, it's set up in the Optus Stadium. Next up, a new title match for Elimination Chamber. It looks like fans will be getting another title match at Elimination Chamber, as Rhodes posted earlier that look for a Women's Tag Team Championship match to be announced as part of the kickoff show for this Saturday's Elimination Chamber event. The WWE later confirmed that the Women's Tag Team Champions, the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane, will defend the title against Candice LeRae and Australian native Indy Hartwell. Many fans were surprised by the lack of Australian superstars competing in Perth, so this could make some Australian fans happy. Next up, the Elimination Chamber main event leaked. Which match will headline the event? While there are only 4 matches booked for the main show, along with the women's tag team title match announced for the kickoff show, fans are curious about what the main event will be. The Now Better Wrestling Experience is reporting that Rhea Ripley vs Nia Jax bout will headline the show. This doesn't seem like a stretch given that both women are actually in front of a hometown crowd, and WWE's efforts to elevate its women's division by booking more main events featuring its women's talent. Yes, you did hear that right, Nia Jax is actually Australian born. How did many of us just not know that? It's also been rumored that the Grayson Waller Effect show will kick off the show. Next up, a big surprise is coming. Our fans could be in for a treat at Elimination Chamber, as it could be a huge surprise. However, it might not be The Rock. According to the Wrestling Observer Radio, there will be some surprises. There's rumors, it's not The Rock, don't worry. This coming from the Wrestling Observer newsletter, maybe it is The Rock. Next up, Matt Riddle wins a championship. Matt Riddle is the new New Japan Pro Wrestling World Television Champion. The former WWE superstar defeated Hiroshi Tanahashi for the belt at New Japan's New Beginning event in Sapporo, Japan, and he's not the only former WWE talent who walked away with championship gold, as Nick Nemeth, aka former WWE superstar Dolph Ziggler, captured the IWGP Global Championship from David Finlay. Now, this is great news for both wrestlers, and a reminder that free agency provides many alternatives to the WWE. With various WWE superstars' contracts expiring in 2024, including Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch, it'll be interesting to see if any of the top stars opt to explore life outside the WWE. While it's unlikely New Japan can match the money offered by the WWE or AEW, the chance to compete there may be all some superstars care about. Next up, when Cody Rhodes knew about WrestleMania plans. While Cody Rhodes vs Roman Reigns is now booked for WrestleMania 40, fans are still curious why the American Nightmare won the Royal Rumble and what the WWE's original plans for Roman's WrestleMania opponent were. Fans have heard different stories, including that the original plan was for Rock vs Roman, but that fan backlash changed things. But now Dave Meltzer is reporting in this week's Wrestling Observer newsletter, for those wondering about what Rhodes did and didn't know about how things went down, he was told he was facing Reigns in the fall. He was not told about The Rock getting the match as part of his deal on 3rd January, so any interview he did about finishing the story prior to the Rumble was with the idea that he was definitely in the match, even with The Rock rumors out. Meltzer broke down what Cody was told the day of the Rumble. Cody was told the day of the Rumble that The Rock was facing Reigns even though he was winning the Rumble. He was told that they would be going to Reigns against him later, so all the post-match stuff building that match wasn't there to swerve people as much as a build to a later match. Given wrestling's history of working the fans as well as its wrestlers, we may never know what the WWE originally had planned and why things apparently changed. What do you guys think the original plan was for Roman Reigns at Mania? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, WWE trying to get John Cena for WrestleMania 40. Could John Cena end up at WrestleMania 40? Well, that's a report coming from Ringside News, who is reporting 16-time world champion John Cena is also being planned to be a part of the premium live event. Though his previous commitments might make it harder to get him on board, WWE is reportedly trying to make it happen. Ringside News was told by a tenured member of creative team that WWE are trying to get John Cena for WrestleMania 40. However, him being in action might be not necessary for the appearance. WWE wants to get Cena in for the Showcase of the Immortals to quote-unquote do something. But this year's Mania looks to be one of the most star-studded Manias in WWE history, and there are several reasons for this. Well, the first is that it's the first WrestleMania under the TKO Holdings umbrella. Second, it's Triple H's first Mania where he's booking it without Vince McMahon skulking about. Third, the WWE always likes to top its previous WrestleManias to garner more mainstream exposure. And last, TKO Holdings likely wants to do everything it can to deflect attention from Janelle Grant's lawsuit, and a solid WrestleMania might help. Would you guys like to see John Cena wrestle if his schedule permits? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, Austin Theory retires move. It looks like Austin Theory fans won't get to see him use the Spanish Fly anymore, as Theory, who suffered a concussion during 12th January SmackDown after performing a Spanish Fly on Carmelo Hayes, has announced he's retiring the move. A-Town told the West Australian recently that something goes wrong and it doesn't feel right, and then seeing the video footage back and myself upside down literally on the top of my head. Wow, like very grateful for that, and the move is retired for Austin Theory, so yeah. This was the same interview where Theory seemingly came close to throwing down with an editor from the Western Australian who told A-Town that wrestling is fake and it isn't as hard as Australian rules football or rugby. WWE security kept things from escalating further, but there's no guarantee Theory would have used a Spanish Fly one last time. Next up, no Sylvester Stallone for WrestleMania. While WrestleMania 40 could have The Rock and John Cena, Dave Meltzer is reporting that the recent rumor of Sly Stallone appearing might not pan out. Those at WWE have confirmed the talk, but said that as of earlier in the week, Stallone had said there was a schedule conflict, so the deal hasn't been done unless you can or wants to remove the conflict. Would you guys like to see Stallone show up, or even in the cold open? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, a current WWE star officially retires. It's been a long time coming, but WWE superstar Robert Roode is now cleared to compete. Roode has been out of action ever since undergoing neck fusion surgery, and the 48-year-old superstar chatted with the Insight podcast about his situation. Ironically enough, I just got green-lighted. The fusion has completely fused, so as far as looking at it from a medical point of view, it's safe to get back in the ring, I guess. But at almost 48 years old, given the opportunity I've been given now to work as a producer, which is my goal coming to WWE almost 8 years ago, I'm quite happy doing this. And I feel like I've had a good run, as they say, and I'm happy to be doing what I'm doing now. According to Ringside News, the Glorious One's last match was on 25th June 2022 against Omos. If that seems to be his decision, good for him. And finally, John Cena Onlyfans? Last but not least, has John Cena opened an OnlyFans account, and if so, will members of the C Nation be able to see some up-and-close personal photos of the 16-time world champion? Cena got fans talking when he tweeted, "Like you've never seen me before, subscribe at the link in the bio at OnlyFans." However, it looks like Cena is just having fun with his fans and using this as a publicity stunt to promote his new film, Ricky Stanicky. Wrestling News noted that the OnlyFans account bio reads, "You found the verified OnlyFans account for Ricky Stanicky, renowned impersonator, philanthropist, investment banker, socialite, cancer survivor, and method actor. Subscribe to get spicy pics and vids." Randy wouldn't even chimed in on this, saying, "Should we do a collab?" What do you guys think of Cena's latest endeavor? Let us know in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.